Heard my time coming right before the
It's your boy Circle Store 1000. E-Record Stores 1000 ENT. New day, new opportunity. I hope all is well with everybody. Yeah, man, we finna chime in for a second, man. I mean, those who familiar with the rapper, New York rapper, some called the king of hip-hop, Jay-Z. Name been brought up in the Epstein Files. Him and the rapper Pusha T. Let's not forget him. But like I say, man, over here we ain't surprised with these entertainers and what they do. Our message over here, to the youth and misguided, you know what I'm saying? Which we all should try to give them some better game and, some guidance, because they lost. And these the ones who they follow, the entertainers who lead them down the road to destruction. But Jay-Z been, at the top of the totem pole for a long time, since back when we were young. I remember him and Nas was going at it. I was always rooting for Nas. Let me put that out there. But my older cousin was always rooting for Jay-Z. Yeah, I always had that good feeling. Don't get me wrong, that first album, Reasonable Doubt, still was a classic. But we know it's music, entertainment. But these people is, outside of the rapper, the character, weirdos, homie, they just made it to this level. And I remember years back, people was on the internet was saying, like, would you take $500,000 cash or sit down with Jay-Z? And you had people saying to sit down with Jay-Z. Yeah, man, to get to the level he at. Who knows what these people to do to get to these levels? That's what y'all keep forgetting. Like, when you see somebody who look like they may be doing better than you, man, you don't know what they done to get there. There's people out here scamming, stealing, and killing, and drilling. The so-called live a lavish lifestyle. But as we see, everything shall come to the light. And that shall end, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. A lot of these folk here done sold their soul to the devil. They broke R. Kelly down, broke Diddy down. Seems like now Jay-Z turn. And that lady Jaguar Wright been saying this for years, but they been sweeping on the rug, saying she crazy, she on drugs, and this, that, and the third. And everything seem to be coming to the light. But they saying Jay-Z name that came up in the Epstein Files as well as Pusha T by doing some weirdo things, man, with these females, dog, and it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? As a father with daughters, man. That's why I say we got to stay strong, folks, and prayed up out here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of weirdos running around, man. Everybody walk like us, talk like us, bro. They ain't like us,
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up. He ain't doing shit.
Jeffrey Epstein was, for those who don't know, a wealthy financier who had ties to the CIA, the FBI, and the Israeli intelligence Mossad, and he was a human trafficker. He also was a predator. He and his right-hand woman, Ghislaine Maxwell, trafficked women and men and minors to powerful figures, billionaires, celebrities, and politicians in the world, and they blackmailed them. And there were many names
crazy,
that were...
man. Like I said, we ain't surprised, man, but that's why you gotta tell the youngest, stop praising the entertainers, man. Find you a God to pray to. You know what I mean? Because these people just regular people who done got a little fame. And like I say, we don't know what they done to get there. If you was only a fly on the wall, man, you'd be surprised. Like I said, though, over here, we ain't surprised over what none of these clowns and these weirdos doing. But it's good they being exposed, especially for this, because this pedophilia activity, you know what I mean, rape. Come on, homie. And Jay-Z been one of these rappers over all the years who been really rapping about the streets and portraying to be street. And you hear a lot of rappers big him up over the years. Man, we want to get like Jay-Z. We want to get down with Jay-Z. We want to get Jay-Z on the record. But they so-called bad individuals, as well as Jay-Z now, who so-called telling in the streets, with these pedophiles and rapists, y'all stand next to these people, just like Jay-Z them, this Epstein guy. They say what, he passed now, right? Took his own life because he knew the wrong he done. But these the people y'all to stand by, pedophiles over who's snitching and telling. That's why I say we got to change the narrative, man. That's a fact. And you got guys like Kevin Gates, rappers, and y'all familiar with Baton Rouge rapper Kevin Gates. He feel a different way, you know what I'm saying?
Your kid, you supposed to die. Straight up. You rape a woman, you supposed to die. Straight up. God, give me the strength to make sure this nigga, man, I'm gonna stand over and give him everything I got. God, please let him be stretched. Because sometimes you give him everything you got, and they, God don't take his hand off him. But if God take his hand off him, that feet on my daughter, you gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die trying, but I'm very resourceful.
Right? That man got the right to feel how he feel, you know what I mean? But, a lot of fathers gonna feel the same, you know what I mean? You got daughters, you come on, man, that's something we all hope and pray don't ever happen, you know what I mean? Because that's like I said, that's weirdo activity. For any man to look at an underage woman or a kid, you know what I mean? But it's going on. Like the sex trafficking stuff, this stuff is really going on. Like when we was kids, man, your people might tell you can play outside all day till the light come on, homie. You know what I mean? You ain't had no cell phone and nothing for them to get, but they ain't had that word. Like parents today got the word about because so much sex trafficking going on. People snatching people's kids and A lot of weirdo activity, man. I mean, it's crazy. And it's evil world. That's why we got to stay strong, focused, and prayed up out here, people. We got to. You know what I mean? And focus. I tell my two little ones every day, focus and Phyllis, the 2 F's. You know what I mean? They 11 and 5, 2 girls. You know what I mean? Which I tell them, Daddy got to do the same, but Daddy got to do the 3 P's as well. I got to prepare y'all, I got to protect y'all, and I got to provide. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, being focused and Phyllis out here in this cold world we in, man. What we got to do. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't going to act like out the hood coming up, you know what I mean? You know, we can't speak for other communities. We're speaking for where we come from. They're like the older guys went into the younger girls. They've been like that. You know what I'm saying? Remember, even in high school, you getting out of school, like you see older guys who don't been out of school, don't go to school, or none of that, but they pulling up, trying to pick up the little pretty girl from the school. But ain't nobody saying nothing about it. They swooped it under the rug. Just like they saying now, like Jay-Z was dating Aaliyah. She was pretty much still a kid. He was in his 20s. Down there pushing 30. She was, 15, 16. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. When he got down with Beyonce, Jay-Z was in his 30s. She was still a teenager, a kid, 18, 19 years old. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it. See what I'm saying? So there were signs right there that these guys, type of time that they could be on. You know what I mean? Sweep it under the rug. Then when they become these so-called biggest in the world, biggest entertainers, and y'all make it look like they're the most talented. Nah, don't be that. There be some things going on behind closed doors that we don't know about in that wicked-ass industry. Highly weird what they be doing. Like the lady Jaguar Wright say, she believes Jay-Z the one who brought Diddy down. Who knows? But it seems like now it's his turn. You know what I'm saying?
Pusha T and Jay-Z have both been revealed to be in the Epstein Files. A few moments ago, we have just received shocking news within the music world that 2 major artists in the rap game were revealed to be in the Epstein Files, like Pusha T and Jay-Z. Now, specifically in the moment that is very disturbing, with it saying in approximately 2007, a woman attended a party following an invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down the street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her and ended up doing other things. And as for Jay-Z, the details are a lot more disturbing, within the files claiming that Jay-Z was doing something to a woman while she was sleeping, with it saying from her home she then later woke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein.
Man, yeah, they say everything should come to the light. We ain't surprised by none of this, man, but these widows should be, held accountable, you know what I mean, for their actions, man, because, that's some sick stuff, what they being accused of. Right now, it's all allegedly. They ain't been found guilty for none of this, so it's still all alleged. But like I said, we ain't surprised, man. But that's why we really need to change our narrative in our backyard. A lot of guys from the hood and the streets all up been praising Jay-Z. And he ain't the only one. Pusha T, a lot of rappers, they ain't been exposed yet. Who down with this pedophilia and down with raping women, down with putting Molly, like Rick Ross, putting Molly in drink, any female drinks. Pretty much drugging them up. If you got to drug a female to have sex with her, dog, you're the biggest lame on earth. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. And that's a message to y'all young ladies out there, man. Watch y'all falling. Watch y'all trying to be around because y'all think they got some clout or some money. These widows, man, to drug you and do you bad, man. That's a big old fact. Look for you a guy with some morals about himself, but these guys ain't got it, homie. Yeah, man. We tell the truth while we ain't lying to you. Oh, yeah, man. That's why everybody stay focused out here, man. Strong focus, man, and pray it up. You got to. Yeah, man. Spoke on this for a second. Everything coming to the light, man. So we're going to sit back and see how this going to unfold, Jay-Z. Pretty sure you somewhere not shaking. You know your time was coming. You know what I'm saying? You been brown-nosed. We know. Clown, man. But everybody praise these clowns like this. Would I take a meeting with him or take $500,000 cash? What you think? Make it make sense, man. Yeah, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe too, man. I'm hit y'all with a none in a minute. Yeah, man. We ain't do nothing but telling the truth while we ain't lying to you. That's a fact.
Formerly known as Kanye West is not implicated in any of these files. Ye is the one who's canceled. Ye is the one the media is calling evil. Ye is the one who they are demanding an apology from. Are they demanding an apology from Jay-Z? Jay-Z is now allegedly implicated in these files published by the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The FBI has now listed Jay-Z here next to Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Why is there not the same demand for Jay-Z to apologize?